Hello and welcome. Today, I want to discuss what may be the biggest secret in the world, something that appears simple, in plain sight, and yet holds immense power. This secret has shaped human history and explains why Earth is a magnet for extraterrestrial and interterrestrial beings. The prize in question is human attention, which is a formidable force beyond measure. Let me explain. In today's digital era, we have come to appreciate the value of attention, courtesy of our access to an abundance of information through the web, television, radio, and other media outlets. We witness relentless battles for our focus of attention, as organizations, corporations, and assorted structures compete for a share of our mental real estate. But what makes attention so coveted, and how does this pursuit affect our existence and the world around us? As we navigate our daily lives, we find ourselves amidst a cacophony of stimuli clamoring for our notice. Social media, advertisements, news, entertainment, the list goes on, each vying for a slice of our finite attentional pie. Our brains, wired to respond to novelty, emotion, and excitement, readily succumb to the lure of carefully crafted algorithms designed to capture and hold our focus. These masterfully curated contents often take precedence over more meaningful aspects of life, such as relationships, productivity, and self-care, subtly reshaping our personal reality and compromising our autonomy. However, attention isn't merely a prized commodity for profit-driven enterprises. It plays a vital role in social movements, political campaigns, cultural trends, and, most significantly, in shaping our understanding of reality itself. This brings us to the jaw-dropping revelation: our attention is a resource not only sought after by visible players but also by concealed forces of unsuspected power. Now, wholly from a physical point of view, some of you may assume that you are impervious to such manipulation, or that the control of attention is trivial. You may believe that as long as you maintain command over your physical self, you can freely consume and attend to whatever you desire without any tangible consequences. But is this truly the case? Unfortunately, the vast majority of people underestimate the value of their attention and remain unaware of the subtle yet relentless assault on their focus. They fail to recognize the profound impact that the constant barrage of attention-grabbing stimuli can have on their perceptions and behaviors. Many people go about their daily lives oblivious to the various mechanisms vying for their most valuable assets, their time and attention. They unwittingly succumb to the influence of external forces, humming catchy jingles from advertisements, reciting memorized phrases from television shows, or worrying about the latest thing they saw on the news, without realizing the considerable power that resides within them. But the truth is that this unintentional and unconscious division of attention, whether we realize it or not, has the potential to reshape our reality in profound ways. Human attention has the capacity to revolutionize not only our personal reality but also the collective reality of our world. We sculpt our existence through our attention, and our minds hold far greater power than many of us suspect. While it's common knowledge that thoughts are influential and that attention shapes our individual reality, it's easy to overlook the significance of these concepts amidst the hustle and bustle of daily life. As a result, we often neglect to fully comprehend the implications of mismanaging our attention. Perhaps you acknowledge the power of the mind to some extent. You may believe that attention can inspire and alter perspectives, prompt physical action, and even modify beliefs when confronted with compelling or at the very least, persistent and repetitive evidence. However, you may not accept the idea that thoughts and intentions possess the ability to create and mold all facets of reality. You may doubt that mental constructs serve as the foundation for all manifestations, both internal and external, and that mental activity is the primary driver of creation, rather than purely physical effort. If that's the case, consider the following. Every innovation, invention, and artistic expression began as a thought in someone's mind. Every social movement, political shift, and cultural phenomenon started with an idea that captured people's imagination. The power of attention lies not only in its ability to direct our focus but also in its capacity to ignite our creativity, fuel our passions, and transform our ideas into tangible realities. By recognizing and harnessing this power, we become active participants in shaping our destiny, both individually and collectively. Further, I propose that there's another, equally crucial aspect of creating reality, and I refer to this power as inner action. By this, I mean that everything originates from within, and our attention plays a pivotal role in shaping our reality. My personal belief is that inner reality serves as the sole creator of all outer physical phenomena. In other words, our thoughts, intentions, and attentiveness through a process I term inner action, eventually project themselves outwardly to bring forth the material world we experience. In essence, intent is the driving force behind this manifestation process, and attention is a fundamental component of that intent. By acknowledging and harnessing the power of attention, we can actively take part in crafting our destinies and the world around us. Whether you subscribe to this belief or not, it's undeniable that our attention has a profound impact on our lives and the reality we inhabit. If you share my belief in the power of thought to shape reality, or if you have your own unique perspective on this concept of thought power, then you must acknowledge that the world around us is largely created from the inside out. When we direct our attention towards something, we amplify its presence in our minds, transforming it into a thought and intention that consumes our focus. The longer and more intensely we concentrate on that object, person, or idea, the more energy we invest in it, ultimately leading to its manifestation in our external reality. Attention is a force that projects out and away from you in a sense, and its continuous concentration creates your entire reality, in time. Let us consider the possibility that the vast expanse of human experience, both individual and collective, stems from internal actions beyond material scope. In essence, everything around us, everything material, including our physical surroundings and emotional landscapes, manifest themselves from the inside out, fashioned by the potent force of thought. If this notion is true, then the significance of attention cannot be overemphasized. Our focused awareness wields the power to shape reality, making it the most precious resource within the known cosmos. Is it not feasible then, that others, be they human or otherwise, might endeavor to harness and exploit this resource? Might they not go to great lengths to tap into the very essence of conscious attention, leveraging it for their own purposes? Think about this. If attention indeed molds reality, if it constitutes a force capable of manipulating the fabric of existence, then would it not surpass the value of gold or any other tangible asset? While material resources can be obtained through technological advancements and the mining of asteroids and moons full of every conceivable substance needed to thrive, conscious attention remains a rare and exquisite treasure, exclusively available to only highly evolved sentient beings. Its scarcity and influence make it nothing short of priceless. Let us pause to reflect upon this notion. If thoughts have the capacity to give rise to all reality, if they can warp spacetime, turning non-local thoughts and intentions into tangible and intangible forces that rule the known world, then surely attention must be acknowledged as a force of unparalleled magnitude. And if such a force exists, which it does, would it not be worth anything to acquire, to nurture, and to wield its boundless potential? This planet is a shining star in the darkness. Our powerful attention makes us glow in a sea of relative darkness. There are others that covet that attention, that light. We have been fed the manipulative lie that tells us that the world and surviving are all about material wealth, money, landing a great job, or owning fancy things. But to not just survive in this material prison, but thrive and then go beyond it, we must begin to battle for our personal attention. Through personal focus we can get the material things we want, but we can also begin to see beyond the materialistic and consciously orchestrated illusions before us. Through focused attention, we can begin to see that our world doesn't end in the physical, but that we are instead cosmic things that are destined to travel across the stars. There are unseen and unsuspected forces that want to take that most precious power and use it for themselves. The mechanisms behind the seen and unseen forces competing for our conscious attention are intricate and multifaceted, and I can't wait to dive deeper into them in future videos. If you're curious about the power of attention, how it's used, and how to escape from external influence, I urge you to check out the book I brought up earlier in this video. But before I wrap up, let me give you some hints on how we, as individuals, can tap into the power of attention to create positive change in our lives and the world. The first step is awareness. By becoming aware of how our attention is being steered and manipulated, we can start to make conscious choices about where we focus our attention. To achieve this, try paying attention to your attention throughout the day. Observe how your mind works and notice when your attention drifts away from your intended focus. While meditation can help you find inner peace and clarity, real freedom and personal growth require you to be aware of your thoughts and attentive to your attention throughout your whole day. When negative thoughts arise, shift your focus elsewhere. It may be challenging at first, especially when you're feeling upset, but with practice and in time, you'll learn to control your reality from the inside out. It's important to recognize that we need to take responsibility for our awareness, which is guided by our focus of attention. This might seem daunting, but as we work on it, we'll gradually transform our lives and ultimately change every aspect of our personal and collective reality.